Hello everybody, my name is Cree and I'm the modern day equivalent of a medieval jester. Welcome back to the channel. As always, in game with Cree, we do in-game, we talk about it. Something interesting I've been seeing over the past 2 weeks of my little impromptu PC breaky break, is that endgame has sucked. It has really sucked. Deadly Assault was pretty bad. And now the Shield defense that just rotated in is apparently, from what I'm seeing, checks my notes. If you play it, they send you to hell. They just send you straight to hell, like no Charlie's Inferno, no elevator, nothing. Just drop you straight in the pit. That's at least the experience I've been seeing online. So I thought it'd be fun with this endgame and Cree, just to go into it blind, to give my thoughts on Zenless's current endgame, and kind of my feelings about what I've been experiencing over the past couple of months when it comes to endgame. If you guys enjoy the video, a like, a comment, subscribe, hype the video, ring the bell, send a couple smoke signals out, I don't know, I'd appreciate it. Salutations, welcome to the actual gameplay segment of the video. Yeah, so like I said, we're gonna be doing endgame blind. All I've heard is that, like, this shit sucks. We're gonna do Deadly Assault first. I have not heard anything positive about this Shiyu or Deadly Assault. I mean, like, I knew it was gonna be this, and I know the buffs kind of suck, so it's not exactly blind. Like, I was on the CES, so like I knew this was coming and I saw the buffs, but like, yeesh. Yeah, these just, I don't know, this is just rough. Like, okay, so Zenless has been doing this thing recently, where the first part of a buff is pretty generic, not that bad. And then the second part is like, I don't know why they skate around the subject here. Like, it might as well just be like, if your name's Starlight Billy, you get all these buffs. It's not, you'd go fuck yourself. Like, it's like the same thing. Like, this is like, anomaly buff, here's some crit damage. If your name's not Miyabi, go away. A bloom buff, you get ice res. If your name's not Promia, you don't get anything. Have fun. Take your 30 AP and your bloom damage increase. Get out of my face. Like, that's I think that's like the biggest issue, is like the buffs are just they're too hyper specific. Zenless, broaden it out, but like make the buffs good. Because what I've noticed is that if the buffs aren't hyper specific, they are genuinely like borderline worthless, I think, is the biggest issue that I have. Like, it'll be like, if you're an attack type agent, your basic attack damage does like 15% extra damage or some shit like that. And then it's like, if your name is Hoshimi Miyabi, you get, you become Jesus Christ. And you know, that's an issue. That's an issue, perhaps, Zenless. Perhaps we shouldn't be doing that. I think people would be a lot happier. Do I think that endgame is hard? Not really. Not really, but I mean, that comes from somebody who has investment. I have investment. Like, I'm missing like 6 or 7 agents. So like, I realize I come from a standpoint of privilege in these gacha games. So unfortunately, yes, I don't, what was Ice Ether, Anomaly, Ether, let's do this, bloom damage increase, Ether, this, this, and, what would be a funny third slot? What would be a funny third? Yeah, that. Let's do that. Why not? Why not? Am I right? Am I right? We're not, I'm pretty sure both of these characters, yeah, both of those characters are on the same set. I don't care. I do not give a singular fart. So, like I said, from my standpoint with endgame, it's not really that hard. It's annoying. I think it's the difference that like a lot of people don't understand, is like, it's not, like, people aren't saying that like the endgame is like impossible to clear. I think what they're trying to state is like, it's just annoying. I think it's the main thing that most people want you to, oh shit! It's fine. Do that. Can I get a corruption proc? Good thing I didn't panic there. It's fine. It's fine. It's not specifically like hard. It's just kind of annoying, you know? You know, you feeling me? I think that's what a lot of people don't understand with the complaints around Endgame and Zenless. Because, like, it's still like a gacha game, and, you know, most gacha games don't really have that hard of endgame. But the fact that there's just such hyper-specific buffs, just, it sucks, man. It sucks. And I think that's an issue that the Zenless devs need to they need to figure out what they're doing. They need to figure out what they are doing. Because it's obnoxious. I totally feel for, like, maybe I don't want to pull for meta. Maybe I really love Jafufu, and I just want to play Jafufu every day. And then they're like, actually, if you didn't pull Dylan, eat shit. And I can see the frustration. Like, there are just certain characters where, like, I think about their mains, and I think about the people who love them dearly, and just seeing them just eat shit for breakfast every day, like every rotation, is sad. It's really sad. Because it's like, after you, like, vertically invest in this character, it's like, what else do you have left? Except give up on the character. And you're like, oh, I really love the character, so I'll never give up. And it's like, in a perfect universe, that'd be awesome, but sometimes that doesn't work. Oh my god, I've not been looking at the score. This team sucks. This team sucks. I guess if your name's Promia, you just don't get any score. Yeah, bro, I don't think this is clearing. Do that. Do you think I can get 14k more score? I think I can. Not. I definitely cannot. I think I need some type of disorder. I got a couple of those, but, like, not like that type of disorder. I think I need some type of disorder like setter. Because I don't think the straight corruption is doing much for me here, unfortunately. I mean, I think in a perfect world I could probably 2-star this. You only really need 6 stars for the for the polychrome. But I think the biggest issue is they expect you to do all this and like get chill and everything for like 300 polychrome. I always think about this is like, why is Deadly Assault only 300 polychrome and you're like, you want me to get like Uber Mega Shill 3000 for like genuinely like a penny's worth of poly? It's not even 2 pulls. Move that briefcase for me, please. No. But yeah, definitely did not work. Definitely did not work. I don't think the mono ether Vivian is going to pan out here, perhaps. My performance points were terrible, because I think you have to disorder. I think you got to disorder. So I think we'll swap this around, and we'll do one of my personal favorites. Nita. The Benice is here. Yeah, we're running, I've been, like, I don't know if it's because, like, my account's kind of like poverty lane when it comes to Anomaly, but I've really been enjoying Bernice Vivian. Especially with Bernice's P6, where she can run ER and it not be bad on her. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Hopefully this clears a little bit better. That. Defensive assist. And yeah. I definitely just needed those disorders, methinks. Hey. Meaty ass blacks, bro. Do that. Just because I don't want to deal with all the defensive assists. But yeah, I don't think it's been that bad. That bad. I can definitely see people's complaints. Especially, like, and I was like, can I swap there? I was like hitting space and it wasn't letting me swap. Especially like coming from the guy who like built kind of his channel on doing these like nonsensical wacky builds. I can say, like, speaking from personal experience, they just don't really work anymore. Like, it's just really hard to do any of those things without having vertical investment. And unfortunately, gacha communities don't like vertical investment. We do not like vertical investment in this community. So it's just something that like it just don't really pan out, and it's unfortunate. Like that's kind of what I built my content on, and with how power creep is going, it's kind of hard to do now. It's kind of hard to do now. Get a couple more stacks up. Defensive assist. Think we can, yeah, okay. And then we can get our corruption. Yep, there we go. I've been trying to manage my, oh my god, we're only at 10k. We need to lock in a little bit here. Maybe people are valid. Maybe people are valid. Maybe this is just like uber hell now. Give me the corruption. Yeah, I think I'd be fine if I was using Miyabi, but I'm not, so... Need corruption proc, and then swap to Nice, drop my ult, and then probably go back to Vivi, and use my ult there too. And then I'll get a stun, and then hopefully that can skyrocket. Oh, I'm at 14k, I should be fine. But yeah, like, obviously, if we're being so for real right now, you can, like, very evidently just use triple Void Hunters and clear just fine. But some people, I don't know why, didn't pull Void Hunters. So using that as a metric is just like, unless you're like super meta heavy, and then it's like, why didn't you pull Void Hunters? But some people just kind of don't want to pull Void Hunters, and you know, that can be for multiple reasons. Maybe some people like the challenge, maybe some people just don't like any of the Void Hunters we currently have. There's just a multitude of reasons that someone might not do that. I realize this recording's genuinely at already at like 15 minutes, and I deadass have not. Ooh, I need to lock in here real quick. 1 minute. I really don't want to run this again. I got 20k. Thank you, Bernice. Everyone say thank you, Bernice. So, I mean, M0W1 full 6-cost team, you can clear it not using Miyabi. The bloom buff is sufficient enough. Definitely coming from not a great player. Bernice's damage should honestly be way higher. There's something going on with her build, most likely. But, I mean, if you have triple Void Hunters, you're probably fine in endgame. If you're a meta chaser, just pull Void Hunters, you'll be fine. But if you are not, I'm sorry, but yeah, you are SOL, or as I like to say, shit out of luck. Oh, fuck. I kind of forgot Vesper was here. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do here? Sheer damage increase, ignore, rupture, physical res, AP. Man, this is a terrible DA for me. I have like no anomaly. No anomaly. The good thing about Vesper is she's ether. So I can kind of just do this and be fine. And you. Should be fine with this. Fingers crossed. I mean, it's M1W2 Lucia. I don't know what I'm saying. Fingers crossed this works, bro. It's gonna work. It is going to work. I'm not really worried about it. I'm very confident in my my Yixuan. Very confident in my Yixuan. But I think the main complaints people have with in-game is mainly just the overabundance of like, ooh, I don't remember her control skill. That, and then that, and then that, and then a wide up, and hit that. Cool. Oh, I don't remember it, and then I immediately get it. It's so funny. I don't think I'm gonna be able to double ult though, because she just does it so fast. Who the fuck? Yeah, I'll still hold though. God damn, I got sidetracked by that. Ah, fuck. I think the biggest issue that people have is, and I've noticed this for a while, and this is my personal complaint when it comes to Deadly Assault specifically, is the bosses are just, they're too damn cinematic. Like, I get it, Zenless, you want to flex your bosses and everything, and that's cool. I appreciate that as someone who really enjoys the story and thinks that if you skip the story in these games, you are genuinely missing out. Obviously, like, if you want to skip them, that's your chungus, that's your chud chungus life. Do what you want, bruh. I don't think cinematic bosses have any right to be in Deadly Assault. Like, the biggest and most immediate fix I could pose to Deadly Assault bosses in specific is genuinely, dear God, just pause the timer, man. Just pause the timer when they're doing something. If they're doing something, I don't want to see the timer ticking down. It is so infuriating. I feel like I'm being rage baited by pixels when that happens. It is ridiculous. If they would just pause the timer, I think a lot of people wouldn't be as upset when it comes to Deadly Assault. I believe they're like low-key starting to do it with Shiyu as well. Ah, get your ass back down here, bro. Okay, immediate hit, slow wind, and then she teleports to the right. And then this one, and then they come together. Yeah, cool. Honestly, as time goes on, I really enjoy control skills. I know they're, like, kinda hated, but I kinda like them. I don't think they're that bad. They're kinda like a fun little mini game. But yeah, just like just pause the timer, man. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just gonna fry your boss. And, oh, I'm washed. I'm washed, bro, I didn't hit it in time. It's fine. Yeah, man, like, just get rid of the cinematic shit, Zenless. Like, for real, like, mano to a mano, we are talking right now, me and you, Mr. Dawei. If you hear me, Mr. Wei, just get rid of all that stuff. Like this, like, why is this a thing? Dawei, come down here, right now, sir. Why is this enemy floating in the air? Why can I not hit him? Or her? Excuse me. Why run down my timer when the boss is genuinely untouchable? Like, what is going on? Why are we doing that? Why? The orb was on her, my Fushigi ball was rotating, and it did nothing because the boss is, like, spinning her goblet. Why am I a cannonball? Ole. Like, her, like, oh, what is the point of that? That does not increase the difficulty, that just rage baits your players. Oh no, I didn't get max performance points. Oh man, oh shucks, oh gee willikers, it's fine. I think that's one of my biggest issues with Endgame in this, is like, just pause the timer, man. What are we, Genshin Impact? Just pause the timer. I don't think that's that bad. And then Yishuan, resistance to electric, but you know what's really funny? I don't care. I don't care. And this one increases your anomaly attribute, gives you AP, and then whenever you afflict anomaly attribute, you get 60 crit damage and you ignore 10%. And is resistant to electric, yes, but, what if we just do this instead? What if we just don't care, and we just run Seed Cecilia trigger? Full disclaimer, I feel like most of my viewer base knows this, my Seed and Cecilia are M2, so, keep that in mind. But my trigger's M0W1, so, checkmate, liberal, checkmate. My thought process here is I have 3 electric agents. I'm going to be proccing shock. I'm going to be getting a metric butt ton of days from Cecilia trigger. I'm M2. I should be fine. Can I get my procs? Are you hitting this right now? Nope, you're not. Yeah, that's my brick, bro. Please buff trigger Zenless Zone 0. Hoyoverse, if you hear me, please flip that motherfucker. Ooh, rocking shock is kinda hard. It's kinda tough. It's fine. Still stunning it. Ooh, I messed up my stun rotation. Oh my lordy lord lord. We're washed. Yeah, it's fine. We're already at 6k score. I'm not worried about it. This is a chopped, washed, cooked, and served rotation. This is farm to table. But it's fine. I can take advantage of most of this buff. I get the 60 crit damage, I get the 10%, because, like, I just, you know, I kinda hurt this guy, even without. I get a ton of shock procs. I ain't really worried about it, boy. I ain't really worried about it. But see, like, why is this emo boy aura farming on his crocodile? Like, what are we doing here? Why are you genuinely, like, okay, so to play the Hoyoverse devil's advocate on why they're doing stuff like this, they're doing it because these give you, like, these phases give you performance points, and we don't really have, oh, I was hoping I could hit that boy. They don't, like, they do this because these phases give you performance points, so they kind of, like, expect you, like, to be okay with them not pausing it, because, you know, like, but we're giving you performance points, boy. Why aren't you happy? But, like, the issue is like, I get performance points beating the shit out of Pompeii, and you're meaning to tell me that we are genuinely being stingy over performance points in the 2.0 bosses? Is kind of like my thought process with that. Like, I understand it's giving me performance points, and that's all fine and dandy, but, like, just, man, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. Just pause the timer, man. That way, it's face to face, me and you. Let's come together. We can collab on this. Just pause the timer, man. Pause the time and slide me like 40 polychrome or something. Give me like a 300 polychrome code. That'd be cool. We'd be fine like that. We'd be fine like that. Yeah, like I said, this really wasn't gonna be hard. I have M2s. Other than, like, them just needing to learn how to pause a timer whenever they want to do something cool, make the buffs less shill. Like, you can still keep, like, the cool shill. Like, if they made it to where, like, the top part of the buff was, like, a pretty decent, like, what's it called, like, generalist buff, and then the second part is, like, oh, but you'll get more if, like, you have, like, Starlight Billy. Then I'm like, okay, you can have your shill and, you know, the people who don't have something as well. And that's fine. That's all well and dandy. But as it stands right now, looking at what my percentage is going to be, it's going to be pretty rancid, I'm not going to lie, and I'm probably not going to care to change it. Yeah, I'm barely in the top 20, bro. Like, I'll just be honest right now. If I used, like, just 3 Void Hunters, I'd probably be in, like, at least the top 10. I don't really care. Like, watch. This is all Deadly Assault means to me. This right here. Cold hard cash. Cold hard cash. Hello, Hoyoverse. Duplicate this number, please. What? Ooh, what? What? Anyways. So my biggest issues at the end of this video, I'll go over. My biggest issues are the bosses are too cinematic. Just pause the timer if we're keeping the cutscenes in. Just pause the timer. Performance points are not like that big, like, send-all. Like, oh, well, we're not gonna pause the timer because we're giving you performance points for this. Just pause the timer. Just pause it. And then, if you're going to do shill buffs, which is fine, like that, every baby's first gacha, every gacha does shill buffs. Like, come on now. I don't like them, but, like, come on now. Just make the generalist buff at the top. Just make it universal. It's all you have to do. Like, just make a universal top part. Like, I don't know, like, agents get 50% crit damage and their attacks ignore 10% of the enemy's defense. And then the second part is like, if your name is Hoshimi Miyabi, your Nova Flare Frost damage does 6-7% more Bloom nuclear reactions or some shit like that. And I think no one would really complain as much. You're giving the people who hold the agent a lot of leeway here. You're giving them extra buffs where it's like, yeah, congratulations, you spent money on my game. Here's a 40% damage buff for their Shio rotation. Have fun clearing with them in a year from now. What? This isn't Honkai. What? This isn't Honkai Star Rail. But I think if they did something like that, a lot more people would be a lot less angry on those two fronts. So this is part 1 of talking about Endgame, specifically Deadly Assault as we clear it. We will be doing a part 2 probably in a couple days where we go through Shio, and I'll kind of, I'll look at the comments on this video and I'll kind of talk about some of the comments I have. So if you have any opinions or concerns or hot takes or suggestions for Endgame, please leave them, and I will do my best on the next video where I play Shio. I'll have a cute little notepad full of your guys' comments, and we'll have a fun time discussing those. If you guys enjoyed the video, a like, a comment, a subscribe, anything like that would be vastly appreciated. I would appreciate all of it. And other than that, at the end of the day, I just hope you guys have a great day, a great night, a great weekend, a great evening, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, holiday, what's a holiday? Holiday, whatever it is, I just hope you have a great one. Bye, y'all.